Alright guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be installing a 6.7 valance onto my 6.0 power stroke. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to come under the truck down here and you have your fog light harness. So there's a connector on each fog light. This one comes over here. You're just going to pull this deal back and then it's going to come right out. And then you're going to have this deal that's sitting in the plastic. You can use some side cutters or like a plastic clip puller deal, and you're just gonna pop that out. And there's the same thing on this fog light as well. You can see it back there. Just the connector, same style connector, same style plastic deal. Pop those out, and then you have 2 bolts. Well, technically 1 bolt on each side. Right here, you're going to remove these bolts here. I believe that was a 13 millimeter. You're gonna remove that on each side. That's the first thing you wanna do. Like I said, there's one on each side. Just come over here and do those first. And then what you're gonna do next is you're going to put you some stools or something here to support the bumper, because it's kind of going to want to fall. So I just have these 2 little bar stools sitting under here to support it up. And then there's 2 bolts here. You're going to remove both of these bolts. I can't remember what size they were right now, but I'll post a little thing in there. But yeah, so you'll take those 2 out over here. You'll take those 2 out over here. And then this bumper is ready to come off. All right, so now it's time to remove that factory lower valance. What I did is there's a bunch of these little clips in there. So I just sprayed some WD-40 on each one of those plastic clips along there. There's quite a few of them. And then I'm just taking a little screwdriver and I'm just prying down on these. You gotta just hit the very bottom of this right there. Just work that down a little bit. And then pop this top out real quick. And that's it. You just gotta do that. Like, I already got what, probably 6 or 7 of them out. So there's probably 10 to 15 of them. Just pop them out real quick. It ain't hard to do. But yeah, like I said, just spray them all with this. Seems to make them come out a little easier. And then just hit them with a screwdriver. If you're having issues, use some side cutters or whatever. But they usually come out pretty easy. All right, guys. So I got the valance all mounted up here. It is fully secured and ready to go. It looks really good on there. So what I did is basically you just take this lip here and you just trim it all the way, at least from here to here. You're gonna trim that first, and then what I did is I stuck this middle push clip in because it's the only one that lines up, and then I kind of bent the valance to see how it was gonna sit, and then I started trimming more. So I believe I started trimming, I trimmed a little bit here on this tab, and then I didn't trim any of this, but I did trim it here. Once I got close to this bumper, I trimmed it here, and then I trimmed it around to fit the, I cut it around for this stud right here, and then what I did was I wallered this hole out a little bit because it was already in the valance. I wallered it out a little bit, slipped it over the stud, and then I basically just did the exact same on the other side. So come over here, trim that a little bit, leave all this stuff, trim that for the stud, waller this out, that way it can slip over as well. And then once I got this middle push clip in, and then I got these slipped over the studs, it was sitting where I wanted it to. So from there, I marked out what needed to be trimmed more. I could trim this plastic a little bit more here, but I'm just gonna send it. Yeah, I took it off one more time, trimmed it a little bit more. I still could trim more on these studs a little bit, but it fits on there pretty well. And then the final thing that I did, once you got it sitting up there, everything's trimmed, is there's the factory holes in the bumper for the factory valance. So what I did, you can see the clips here. What I did was I just started from the middle and I just worked my way out. So there's a hole here for the bumper, or in the bumper. So what I did was I just took a small drill bit and I drilled me like a pilot hole in there. And then I just did that for all the existing holes in the bumper. So obviously we can't use that one, but we can use this one, we can use this one. So there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a total of 7 clips in there. I think there was like probably 14 or so in the factory valance, but it's secured pretty well on there. I mean, it's not going anywhere. But yeah, that was basically it. Just drill your holes and then wire them out a little bit. That way you can fit these clips in there. I did have some issues, so I had to take this off a couple different times. That way I can make my holes a little bigger because the clips wouldn't go all the way through. And then right here, I got too close with the drill bit whenever I was drilling out this small hole right here for the clip. But I'm not that worried about it, it's not a big deal. But yeah, other than that, it's completely mounted up there and it's ready to go on the truck. So I have to throw that up there and then show you guys the end result. Alrighty, this is the finished product. Looks really good on the truck. It's gonna look a lot better when I get my wides on there. But yeah, it just makes the front of the truck look a lot meaner. It does make it look like it sits a little lower, but I think it looks pretty mean on there. It looks pretty sharp. So only thing I'm worried about is with my wides, they rub a little bit on that factory one, but it comes about here, but also doesn't go down as low. So I'll have to figure that out once I get them put back on and see if it hits that valance, because if it does, I don't want to rip it off. But I mean, yeah, it looks really good on there. Super glad I did it. For the time and the money that you have in it, it's definitely worth it. But yeah, that's about it. So